Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I want to do some political tarot today. Let's get started. Now, in the US, the big infrastructure bill has been passed. I want to know if it will make a difference to Biden's polls. It's huge, that infrastructure bill. Huge. Okay, so will the infrastructure bill that attracted as much bipartisan support as is possible in the current US climate, will that help Biden's? So what I'm seeing is like a whirlpool, people walking within a whirlpool. What is that? Okay, so will the infrastructure bill? It's like there will be people that are going down the hole no matter what, going down the whirlpool hole no matter what, and there's nothing much that can stop that. So will the infrastructure bill help the Democrats and Biden's win support from those who are disenchanted? Will the infrastructure bill help Biden in the polls? So we've got the Prince of Cups. This is like an offer of something, which is lovely. The hand is outstretched. I think it will give him an uptick, very quick uptick. And we've got the Princess of Cups, the Prince and Princess of Cups. So it's surprising in some way, because this is bombshell surprises. This is again the hand outstretched, an offer. It will be surprising how much, I'll venture, how much this infrastructure bill will assist. The base of the pack is Five of Swords. This is abuse of power. It's like sabotage. It's the political climate. But fives portend change. After fives come sixes. Sixes are associated with healing and moving on. But abuse of power, most Republicans voted against it. I think 11 Republicans in the House voted for it. And there is this constant attempt to sabotage for political gain. In the past, we've got the Four of Cups. Many were disappointed in the lack of progress. Had this been passed before Virginia, would it have made a difference? Maybe we could ask that question, or maybe we could just let it go. The Six of Pentacles is crowning this reading. So different from this energy. This is about giving and receiving help. Being able to help people. It's also about loans and debts as well. But anyway, that is what is crowning this reading. What's in the immediate future? Strength. So I did say that he would get a legislative win. This was definitely it. I thought it would happen in October, but tarot is not precise. I think it is the win that I saw, but I do see strength in the immediate future. So a showing of strength. So much going on for him, but this is absolutely a huge win. In the here and now, we've got the Three of Swords. So yeah, I mean, this is again this energy that we see at this time. Many feel that, because justice hasn't come quickly enough, that it looks like the Fulton County DA will impanel a grand jury to look at the potential for indicting the ex-pres for election interference, racketeering, various other things, before the actual DOJ does. Many people feel let down. The environment around is the Four of Pentacles. There is a concern, around the economy, around money. And this is, again, is the energy, the political energy at this time. The economy's doing really well. And under Biden, there's been acceleration of dealing with COVID, no matter what that is, whether that's vaccinations, mononuclear antibodies, pills, antivirals. There has been a stabilization of the pandemic under his watch. He's getting good job figures. He's getting good economic trends. Yet people still feel insecure. So message-wise, well, who am I to say this? But all leaders, if you look at my spirit file, need to manage the current fear that is engulfing us at this time. It relates to insecurity, our own insecurities. We're all responsible for that, but leadership can help. The Princess of Wands in the hopes and fears. I mean, it is a hope that this will further invigorate the economy over a long period of time, that it will give people the motivation, a new start almost. And we've got the Hierophant. So yes, it restores some sort of faith in government. So we're here now, but the outcome is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. It restores some faith in his ability to govern and govern strongly. And we've got the Queen of Cups, nurturing. A lot of this victory, well, not a lot, but some of this victory needs to go to Pelosi in ushering this through the House without the reconciliation bill attached. Some progressives voted against this, but Republicans were motivated. Enough Republicans made those numbers up. So never underestimate Pelosi. The Nine of Cups, miracles and wish fulfillment, that came up in my last reading. Two of Pentacles, decision making, heavy decisions to be made. And the Prince of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is about taking back control. So it is seen as a strength. It will strengthen him. But a lot of people still are feeling let down that. But ultimately the outcome is the Hierophant, which is faith in government. I want to repeat that, faith in government. All right, that's what the infrastructure bill does. Let's look at, would it have made a difference? The Virginia election was so close, so close. Would it have made a difference in Virginia? Let's not forget New Jersey was a win. Would it have made a difference in Virginia to the Democrats? Would it have won? So we've got the Nine of Wands. No, I don't think so. But then we've got they wanted new starts. So Virginia, not everything that Democrats do is correct. Not everything that good Republicans do is correct. The people of Virginia wanted something new. Okay? That's what these cards are showing. And the Princess of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. In some way, I think my outcome card was the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Pentacles. Addressing people's insecurities is so important, regardless of what they are. If mandating businesses with, vaccinations or tests is causing insecurity, government needs to listen. If it's putting an impost on businesses, government needs to listen. If the other side is whipping up hysteria around racist dog whistles like, critical race theory, government leaders need to soothe fears. It's around messaging. It's around not ignoring. What's been lost in all this din, political noise, is the need to actually talk to the opposite side and not assume that the opposite side is full of lunatics. voters who may not have made up their minds yet. Okay, addressing people's insecurities is my psychological take for today. All right, now we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands that has just jumped out there. Looks like that would gain some progress. And that's Biden, something Biden does so well, but he's so tired because he inherited so much disaster, chaos. Disaster was the word I heard. We forget that, how disastrous the last 4 years were in the US. Disastrous. They're kind of disastrous in Australia too. Remember, our leader got a medal from the former president, the ex-pres. And, you know, let's not forget Brexit's origins as well, in far-right racist dog whistling. Keep out Johnny foreigners. Let's not take orders from the EU. On that, I wanted to ask, because I think some of the Scandinavian countries, Norway, for example, trades with the EU, but is not. There's sort of like a step back from total membership. Is this something the UK will end up having to do? Okay, will the UK go back in some form into the EU? Will the UK go back in some form? So there's heavy decisions to be made. Johnson's neck is on the block. Sorry to give you that image, but that's what I got. This is crossroads time. Will the UK go back in some way to the EU? Prince of Swords. So there's some kind of truth coming out. This is sword energy. Look, it's not. It's like, you know, this sham that gave us conspiracy theories and racism and, you know, brute masculine type of energies, and trying to wind back the clock on what society has achieved. You know, denial of climate change. You know the drill. It's like we're getting a big bucket of truth dropped on us. The Two of Cups, commitment. So these are the two clarifying cards or signifier cards here. A commitment, and we've got the truth. A contract and the truth. The Knight of Swords, the truth coming forward very, very quickly, and perhaps the lack of commitment, the lack of contract is the crossing card to that. Now we've got Temperance coming out, and moderation is as the foundation of this card. This means equal balance. Equal balance. So moderating an extreme Brexit and something that delivers a little bit more balance. The Four of Pentacles, this fear and insecurity, it's in the past position. It's what motivated maybe half of the UK to vote for Brexit, and then slightly less than a half to vote for it. Insecurity, it's toxic. You know, unfortunately for my friends in the UK, we've got what is crowning this reading, the Devil card. And, you know, it's like, you know, where did this start? Hedge funds stood to benefit the most from Brexit. Chained to greed. The Ace of Wands is the outcome card, a new start, some kind of plan that takes one forward. Clarified by the Empress card, abundance. So there, I think, has to be a way to restore some kind of balance. 178, I think, percent is in losses of trade deal, or 100. Let's just go back to this. Where was this that I looked at this morning? So much loss. If we look at trade balance, this is what this is also telling us. Trade balance. The abundance has been lost because of the lack of trade that the UK now, all the trade deals that the UK lost under Brexit. I'll get that figure and that article and post that underneath the link here. I think it's 178% losses compared to the trade deals that were gained. Loss of trade deals compared to the trade deals that were gained. I mean, no economy can weather that, and particularly in a pandemic as well. All right, so let's go to Australia. I've done so many readings on the election. Each one shows that there will be a change of government. I also saw a long time ago Scott Morrison, ScoMo, Scotty from marketing, Scotty from photo ops, Scotty who, brought the Claytons net zero by 2050 to COP26, a Clayton's deal, meaning the drink that you have when you're not having the drink. All right, I want to know if ScoMo will resign. Will Scott Morrison, the current Prime Minister of Australia, resign? Of course, he will only resign if he's pushed by his own party. Four of Cups. Very, very disappointing performance. Disappointment crowns. There is one cup remaining. What is that cup? The Chariot card. Things getting out of control. That kind of sums his political fortunes up. Balance and moderation again. Fortune will favour those leaders who are moderate. Five of Wands. Who stokes this kind of political divide? Well, our Australian Prime Minister did that even with his own states. And I want to say, for those that think badly of Australians because he brought a Clayton's deal to COP26, each individual state, conservative and progressive alike, are coming together, leaving the federal government leader behind and coming together with a plan, working together, our states, working together in Australia to develop a proper zero net emissions by 2050. I just want to repeat that because this is in the past. Moderation is crowning this reading. The Eight of Wands. Okay, we could hear something very quickly on this. I wouldn't be at all surprised at him standing down. Prince of Cups. An offer. There's a cup here. All right, it's not potentially, it's not over yet. He's going to really offer a lot. God knows what. Pork barreling, those sorts of things. Strength is in the here and now, and the Princess of Wands. I do feel that this is people wanting a new start. Will he stand down? The Hermit, he's isolated. He's becoming increasingly isolated. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is around money. This is around somebody with the skill, a good economic manager. And the Nine of Swords. Okay, his biggest problem is, so he's not going to stand down right now. Okay, he's not going to resign right now. That's what this reading is saying. The Nine of Swords, people have a lot of anxiety around his ability, his competency to do the job. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. I may or may not be right. Prince of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, yeah. Okay. So the Emperor after that. So there is some kind of downfall for him. Let's just quickly read. Again, I've read so many times the election goes to our opposition party. Our more progressive centre-left. And again, I have to say, this centralist stuff is what people want. They've seen the extremes. So leaders that come forward with balance, moderation, don't play the divide games are going to be the winners. I think we've lost sight of that. I think the High Priestess is telling us that, if not now, in the near future. Okay, so will the Australian Labor Party under Anthony Albanese, will they win the next election? Ace of Cups, people want that new start. 10 of Cups, the voter. Look at these, 2 yes cards, one more card. Yet the 8 of Wands was in the sky. Things moving very, very quickly. People are doubting, are insecure about the government, let's just say the government's ability to manage the economy, but also to the skill around managing the economy in some way. There's real anxiety around that. Okay, underneath 2 of Cups, commitment coming together. I see a change of government in Australia. Will Morrison hang on? Maybe till the election, but it looks like there could even be moves to get rid of him. All right, well, what else? Now I want to do this for one of my viewers that asked, could I read on Italy? Didn't put forward a question. Italy is interesting. I kind of get a good vibe, even though they've had some trouble with the far right. And I think that one of the far right leaders is perhaps facing some kind of legal action over something that he's done. And I think they've got some kind of coalition type between centralist and right-winged government. They've done really well in getting on top of a horrendous pandemic toll. Again, I think Italians want stability. So let's have a look at that. I'm getting the 7, the letter 7. So this is like notches on the belt, lessons learned. Does Italy have a stable future? Is Italy... I'm just getting, that comment that I made earlier in one of my videos, that people want to see pictures of dogs on the internet, posting your pet, posting your, eating ice cream on the beach, things that make people happy. 9 of Pentacles looks like is a signifier card. Coming together, I think, coming together. Now, if Italy comes together, they have some kind of financial gain. And again, when we see this division, it hurts the economy. And I think Italians are waking up to that. This reading is showing if they can come together, there is stability, particularly financial stability for them. We've got the Death card as the foundation. There's an ending and a transformation here. Remembering that Italy went through a fascist period not so long ago, and the pandemic and the death toll not frightened them, but took a great toll and promoted this kind of ending to what was bringing forward instability. They don't want instability, they want stability. They're transforming something at the moment. The King of Swords is in the past, so they know that they need a strategy, a plan. They've done a lot of deep thinking, a lot of investigation, a lot of truth coming forward, a lot of awareness of the truth. And the 7 of Wands, crowning, defending, moving into a defensive type of position, standing their ground. There's a determination here to have that stability. So in the immediate future, they're reviewing. Because the King of Swords is in the past, there's this review, 7 of Pentacles. I think it's a review for all of us. But I do feel that they will bring whatever causes them instability to a close. One more card. Yeah, it's like lies. What causes the instability? They're reviewing this kind of, it is fascist type of thinking. They've been betrayed by it. It hasn't brought than what they want. They are looking for this King of Cups energy in their leaders. It's really quite significant. Let me just plug in my... It kind of sums up what, the move in Europe toward fascism. I don't want my computer to run out of battery. Sorry about that. But Italy is a good case study of what is happening around, what this move toward fascism has brought. It's brought instability, and they want a new start. It's kind of like what's happening. Somebody could also be lying to them as well. And that's really where the work needs to happen. One more card. Prince of Cups could be trying to, we say pull the wool over their eyes in Australia. They need to be aware of those type of charming leaders that, like wolf dressed in, what is it? A wolf dressed up in sheep's clothing, because they're going to take from them. They're not going to give. So I feel that they want this kind of King of Cups leadership. They are doing a lot of review, and it's because of the toll, the horrendous toll the pandemic took on them. So if they can come together, they will stabilise. They will get their stability that they're looking for. One more card for Italy, please. King of Pentacles, business, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this is also work on their economy, and they'll choose leaders, or they are doing a lot of work on their economy. Three of Wands, ships coming in. I'm just getting also a pull to tourism, once travel starts up again. The Ace of Swords, new starts, is at the base of the pack after a real heavy climb for them. And why was the climb for them? It was the terrible death toll the pandemic took on them. So I think one of their challenges now is to stabilise their economy. But they are looking for leaders that bring forward stability. What they've got to watch for are leaders that are not being truthful with them. All right, that's my reading for today. Thank you for tuning in.